There you go. Welcome. Happy Thanksgiving tomorrow, everybody.
Yes.
But look at him with the big drumstick. May today be more than Thursday, and may the bird make it safely to your table. I love it. Love it.
Gotta love it.
Don't
Hey,
want
the
to
question,
eat the bird.
yeah, the question remains to be asked. Does everybody have their stretchy pants ready?
Oh, telling you. It's yeah, it's definitely that kind of time. Me personally, I've been training for like 3 weeks up to this point. I was really big and I don't want to get really bigger. So
Hmm.
trying to lose some weight to go to Thanksgiving. But
Yep,
yeah, this is the turkey, the stuffing, the pies, the eggnog. I mean, I like eggnog. You like eggnog?
I do. I love
It's an
eggnog.
acquired taste. Do you?
It's
There you
probably
go.
like a bazillion calories per gulp.
Oh, there is zero healthy about it.
Yeah, right.
There is absolutely nothing healthy about that drink.
Maybe the BV.
Yeah,
that
yeah, I
you
was gonna
put.
say, if you spike it, that's even more unhealthy, which is great.
Yeah, right.
So, I
Yeah.
like it both. I like it not spiked, I like it spiked, you know,
Yes. Yes. It is
I
very
don't
good.
yeah.
Very, very good. Is there a dessert that you if your table has got, a bunch of desserts on it, is there one that you're gonna be like, oh yeah, there it is?
Yeah, the table. Yeah, that'd be accurate. Um, the table. Well, growing up in an Italian family, Thanksgiving had a lot of food. I mean, obviously
Oh
Italians are
yeah.
known for all their food,
Oh
uh,
yeah.
giving out stuff. So a lot of the stuff was stuff that my grandmother made and my mom made that were, they had these honey sticky cookies. They had these uh,
Mm,
little almond cookies, and a Zet cookies type of deal. So like those are the Italian pastries, I guess I like the most, which obviously I don't have anymore. My grandmother's been gone, and my mom doesn't bake and bring them down here to Florida. So it's but growing up with that, I mean, the Italians it's just food all day.
yeah, it
It's
is.
just food all day. I mean, there is no appetizer, dessert, entree, dessert. There was appetizer and then more food and then an entree and then another appetizer. And then it was just food. I mean, all kind and
Yeah.
we had Italian food and we had the traditional Thanksgiving food.
Right. Right.
It's, my grandparents, they've been gone for a while now. But my grandfather, he would sit there with his drink and watch football, and my grandmother would be cooking like she was cooking for the 10th Battalion
Yeah.
Army.
Yep.
My grandfather was born in Hell's Kitchen.
What?
Yeah,
Okay. All right.
yeah.
So my apologies to everybody. I'm going to go off into left field here for a second. And I don't even care because you know what? It's our show.
I'm about to say, stop apologizing for going off the path because we do it every episode. So,
I know, right? The hell with it. Um, there was a question I wanted to ask you when we talked about the Sly documentary on Netflix. We did a
oh,
few
okay,
episodes ago, right?
okay,
For those of us who are not familiar, Tony was born and grew up uh, for part of his life in New York City.
yes,
Hell's Kitchen. Now, it's not the name of a town or a
no,
city or
no,
even a street. But
yeah,
for those of us who don't know, I live in New York. I've only heard of Hell's Kitchen through Chef Gordon or whatever the heck it is, right?
Chef Gordon Ramsay, right?
What is Hell's Kitchen? What makes it Hell's Kitchen? What is it all about?
Okay, so it is a section of Manhattan, and oddly enough, like I said, my grandfather was born there. I
Okay.
had gone there a couple times, obviously long after he was born,
Okay.
because I did want to see where he kind of grew up. He came over. He was pretty much born right when my great grandparents got to New York from Italy,
Okay.
and so he was born there. And it was back when I saw it, which was the '80s. It wasn't the best of part of towns. It wasn't as bad as like Sly described it, but it definitely wasn't somewhere I'd want my daughters wandering around. Uh,
Okay.
just a section. It's mid a little higher than Midtown, a little bit, a tiny bit, and it's on the east side of Manhattan. Uh, and it's not like it's a Times Square where there's this is what's around. It's just a section. It's kind of like different areas of New York have like Soho is south of Houston Street, and that area or Greenwich Village. It's just a section of Manhattan, Hell's
Okay.
Kitchen, and it's X square blocks, whatever it may be. They have restaurants and laundromats and
Oh,
bars
sure.
and apartments and housing and stuff. But it definitely wasn't the best of areas that by how my grandfather described it. And then when I did go see it, it had changed a lot later on. Obviously, in the '90s and 2000s, it changed a lot.
Okay.
But it was a rough part of town from his description.
I'm just curious as how it got that name.
Yeah,
I
I
you
don't know.
know,
I never even looked it up because I never
a bunch
really
of little
thought about
devils running around cooking chickens. I don't know.
it. Yeah, I
It's
mean it's
weird.
I'm sure. Yeah, let's see here. We got the origins of Hell's Kitchen. It was named for the notorious 19th century motorcycle gang, Hell's Kitchen, who was once part of a town where few New Yorkers went to live. So it was
Really?
basically in the 19th century run by a motorcycle gang.
I wonder if the Hell's Angels are an offshoot of Hell's
It
Kitchen.
might have been a derivative of it. In 1881, a particularly scurrilous tenement on the block of Hell's Kitchen. Yeah.
No
All right.
kidding.
I didn't
Wow.
know that either.
Wow. Interesting. It was a question that I had wanted to ask you, and
Yeah.
after we had signed off of that episode, I was kicking myself in the ass pretty hard.
Yeah, it's on the and I apologize. I said it was on the east side. It's on the west side. I keep forgetting, like, because now that I'm down here, like I don't have deviation from east to west.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was on the midish west of Manhattan, right
Okay.
by the Hudson River, right on the Hudson
Oh,
River, kind of.
oh, okay.
But yeah, like I
Well,
said, definitely not an area you'd want to go.
yeah. Well, like you, I grew up. I mean, the last name doesn't show it or say it, but my grandparents were from Italy, Sicily, and so I grew up in a very healthy, hearty Italian family.
Hardy, I'll give you the
Yeah,
Hardy part.
yeah. Grandma and Grandpa used to live right next door to us,
Oh, it's
kind of
brutal.
like kind of like my parents live right next door to me. And man, every Sunday was a feast, right? But
Yeah,
when you got to Thanksgiving, forget about it.
yeah. There was no all bets were off. It
Yeah,
just food. It amazed me. Like I think about it now as an adult and doing what we do for our family, and it truly was amazing. Like my grandmother did, I would say 90% of it alone.
sure. I
I mean, my
agree with that
grandmother was like
100%.
4'11" on a good day,
Right,
and her kitchen, their whole apartment in New York wasn't big. I mean, it was tiny,
right.
and I don't know how the heck she did it, but she did, and they
Yeah,
cooked everything. There
you
was
got
no
the
going to
turkey.
Costco, getting trays and going to
No,
whatever. I mean, they made everything from scratch.
right. You had your turkey, but then it being in the Italian family, it was, you had lasagna, you had spaghetti and meatballs, you had the braciole and the sauce, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, and it just went on and on and on. And man, good memories. And wow.
I know, and my grandmother, they did. My grandparents were from Naples and Genoa.
Okay.
My grandmother's side was from Naples,
Okay.
and she came here. Again, my great grandparents came here from Italy.
Oh, so then you must be, maybe you're familiar with the term fanab. Go to Naples.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I've
Okay.
heard of it. They used to speak fluent Italian to each other,
Right.
and I picked up a lot just being around them because, like you said, my grandparents didn't live far from us.
Right.
But then, of course, when they passed and you kind of lose it, you don't really, you don't use it, you lose it. I mean, it's just that simple.
Except for the
But
swear
but
words.
yeah, she did. When you were saying the lasagna, when they did the seven fishes,
Yeah.
in our house as well, which is, I
This
mean, Italy, as everybody knows, it's a peninsula. It's a lot of water, a lot of seafood. People don't realize how much seafood is
right.
cooked in Italy. But yeah, we had, octopus and shrimp and mussels and smelts and
Oh yeah.
bacala. And
Yep.
yeah, you were
Was it
destined to not be skinny. It was that simple.
right? Yeah. Look at us. But I remember the seven fishes being more towards. I mean, at least my grandma cooked it more towards the Christmas meal more than the Thanksgiving. But there was smelt, right? Smelt was
Hmm.
one.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
there was always a white fish, whether I don't think it was haddock.
It
It
was
was
like
maybe
cod.
cod, yeah.
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 Yeah. I mean, that was mostly a Christmas Eve, but they did make those fish
You're right.
um, during Thanksgiving.
Calamari.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cal-
Calamari. Yeah.
calamari, yeah.
Uh, you know, it was what it was, but it's,
Oh,
you think back to those traditions, you think back to just how in the world we all jammed into that little apartment
right.
on Richmond Avenue in New York City. I don't know how the heck that apartment, if I had to guess, I have no idea how big it is. But if I had to guess, except it's probably about the size of a hotel room, like a standard
Holy
hotel room.
cow. Wow.
If I had to guess, I mean,
That's
it was
small.
small. Yeah, it was small. I
Dang.
don't know how we all got in there because my aunts lived nearby as well. I mean, everybody lived in like in a 4 block radius.
Right.
And then, so my aunts, you got my aunt and my uncles, and then they
Hmm.
all had 2 kids each. So there was 6 grandkids.
Okay.
Obviously, nobody was married at the time. We were young.
Right.
So you got the 6 grandkids. You got the 6, because my father and his 2 sisters are my grandparents' kids. That's 12, and then my grandparents. That's 14 people
Yeah, it sounds about right. Yeah.
in that tiny hotel room.
That's crazy. That
But
is
to
crazy.
take some people back now, not now, you got to be my age, or I know Rick's around the age, but for some reason every year and in New York it was on WPIX.
Okay. Okay. I'm familiar with the channel.
Every
Oh
year,
yeah.
Laurel and Hardy had March
Yep.
of the Wooden Soldiers on. And for some reason or other, every year we watched it. We had it on the TV every year. And I've been doing that since after I was a kid and I moved out. I still watched it. I'm like, let me put that on now. Of course, I have
That's
it on DVD. Uh,
yeah.
it's one of those memories as a kid, like a
Oh
tradition. My daughters thought it was the most ridiculous movie ever, but that's
yeah.
all right.
Do you watch the parade in the morning at all?
You know what? The parade is kind of like background noise.
Yeah.
We put
Yeah.
it on and we kind of glance at it here and there.
Yeah.
How
True.
about you? You watch it or you just have it on?
Well, I want to say in the last couple of years it's been background noise.
Yeah.
For the past few, year, not last year and the year before I was home, but the years prior to that in the morning, I would go play football.
Uh,
We'd have our turkey bowl. The last 2 years I did not play. Um, but I can't say if I've ever sat down and watched a whole parade.
oh yeah. I mean, who would? It's
You
like
know,
3 hours long. I mean,
I don't think I've ever done
it
that.
might even
It's
be longer than that. I don't know.
absolutely background noise.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
you know, and yeah, it's did you ever go play football on Thanksgiving?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Me and my cousins, we all went out back and went downstairs and like my grandparents' building had a big lawn. Like it's so funny because we lived in houses. And they were
Uh-huh.
tiny houses, don't get me wrong, but we lived in houses.
Sure.
And my grandparents lived in an apartment building.
Okay.
But they had a big lawn, like a lawn, I don't know, just a big grassy area. And we used to go down there and throw the ball around and just have fun.
Right.
There's 4 boys and 2 girls, so the girls didn't
Okay.
come down, but we just mess around.
Yeah.
And but yeah,
It's fun.
good memories, good times.
Yeah, it's funny how it went after years. It went from tackle to two-hand touch to
Exactly.
you're close enough.
Exactly. To just run the play and stop where you catch it.
Yeah, everyone runs as far as I can
Oh,
go. And
that's
you're
funny. That's funny.
like,
It's true though.
you know,
It's true. When I got older and like I said, I turned my girls on to watching Wooden Soldiers. Of course, I had to put Rocky on
Oh,
because
that is the best Thanksgiving movie
you know.
ever.
Thank you,
Period.
John, for this little tidbit you put up last year, which I
Love it.
use as my little happy Thanksgiving post. But yeah, I watch that every Thanksgiving. So those are my
Right.
staples there. Wooden Soldiers and Rocky, and I'm sure you have. I'm sure you watch Rocky every Thanksgiving.
Oh
You
yeah.
have to. Yeah.
Yep. And there's
Is there
there's
another one
actually
that you always watch?
I have two more.
Two more? Okay.
Two more. Um, I do love Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Oh, there you
Steve
go.
Martin and John Candy. I
Look at
mean,
him.
you know, I know it's
John
not
Candy is so funny in this film.
I know it's not for everybody, but
No,
it's
no,
it's
it's not.
it's just I love that movie. I love that movie so much, and so heartfelt at the end,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah,
Like Sly said, I love a happy ending. So
yeah.
shoot me.
Shoot me.
Shoot me. And then that would be number 3. Okay.
Okay.
So I know we're a little we're past Halloween now and all that, but
Yeah,
you got to know where I'm going with number 2, Tony. You got to know.
I think so. Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
A Charlie Brown Thanksgiving.
Well, that was the fun part is that those were the ones that were on the TV. They
Right.
were on TV then that you didn't put them on at that age. You just
No.
that's what was on. And
Right.
you watched it. You looked forward to all of those holiday
Right.
movies because you couldn't watch them all year.
Right.
All year long they weren't it wasn't like they were on and you could just put them on when you want like they have now.
Mhm. And that's
So
and
it was
talk about
it was
talk you want to talk about transcending the ages. I mean, these came out what in the 60s?
yeah,
About,
yeah. Yeah.
you know, and they're still going strong, you know.
Oh
They're,
yeah.
they're
Oh,
and
like you said, I mean, when something's good, it's timeless.
yeah, I just I held up my Halloween, a Charlie Brown Halloween, which
Right.
I watched on Halloween. That was my scary movie for the night, and this will
Yep.
be one
And
of
then you
my
go say,
Thanksgiving.
"Oh, wait. Oh,
Thank
there
you.
you go. Go ahead."
Yep. Yep.
Charlie Brown on
It's
Thanksgiving,
just
and then you got it. Yep, there it is. Yep.
it's timeless, I mean,
And then, of course, the Christmas, we'll have a Christmas
right.
episode, but
Oh
of
yeah.
course that could
And I have Valentine's Day, Charlie. I mean, I love the peanuts. I love
Oh,
peanuts. I
yeah.
can't
Same here.
I just there's something about it. It's just your childhood, you know.
Exactly. It has the memories of childhood. It has, just the traditions. I mean, like the thing I say to my girls and Gina and I talked about is like we take our family traditions that we had when we were younger and we
Yep.
incorporated the ones that we do now with
Yep.
our girls. And, obviously we're eventually going to be the grandparents and they're going to have, their kids and maybe change more traditions and it just keeps going.
Sure.
And
Sure.
it's a great thing.
Sure. So
Yeah.
obviously, with your hat on, we're
Yeah.
both going to put down.
Tomorrow the Giants play and it'll probably be really ugly like it has been all year. So,
But
but
we'll both
I'm a
be
loyal
watching.
fan.
We'll both be watching football on Thanksgiving.
Oh
You
yeah.
know.
I watch it no matter who's playing. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I don't care
Yeah.
who's playing.
Yeah,
But
but
yeah,
you can't beat Tony. You can't beat the days of the Detroit Lions with Barry Sanders
all right.
playing on Thanksgiving. I mean, you knew that the Lions were going to lose no matter what, but to watch Barry Sanders run, he'd go 50, you go 25 yards that way, 25 yards that way, and
Yeah.
come back another 25 yards and then go
I
3
know.
yards.
I mean, I respect the fact that it's always the Lions and the Cowboys not playing each other, but
Yeah,
whoever they're playing. I respect that. I have no problem with that. But it is nice to see your team on Thanksgiving here and there. This year,
sure.
the Giants play on Christmas Eve.
Do
Um,
they?
but last year they play. I'm sorry, Christmas Day.
Oh, okay.
Um, but last year they played on Thanksgiving, so that was kind of fun. I got to
Oh,
watch them
okay.
play on Thanksgiving. I don't get
Oh,
to
you
see
know
them
what?
play on Thanksgiving long much.
I did forget to say, na 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 na, we beat you.
Yeah. That was like the battle of the morons. Are you kidding me? That was like, who's the tallest one in Oz? Well, that would be me.
That game had the most punts ever
Uh,
in football history.
they should have just punted the ball out of the stadium and went home. But yeah, it's
Uh,
it's hard. Like I said, I've been a fan since '76.
yeah,
Um, a year, another good year. Why? With Rocky. But '76 is when Giants Stadium opened in New Jersey. And my dad took me to the game, and my dad's been a Giants fan his whole life as well. So was my grandfather. You follow them through thick and thin. They
sure.
suck, they're good. They suck, they're good, and that's just the way it works.
I agree.
Sometimes your suck periods are a lot longer than your good periods, but it is what it is.
Since '69.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna bring that up, but since you did,
So, did I ever?
hanging on to that Broadway Joe. There you
I
go.
know. Did I ever tell you the story how I became a Jets fan? It's from like 75, 76 ish.
You, that's when you
Every
started liking them.
Yeah, every year. Well, yeah, just about every year, football season rolls around, and I look at my mom and I said, "Thank you. I could punch you so hard." So,
A punch your mother,
yeah, right. Look at the torment she put me through.
right?
That Christmas is 74, 75. She bought my brother a Pittsburgh Steelers coat and hat.
Okay.
The one with the vinyl sleeves,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like the
the
varsity jacket. Yeah.
varsity. Thank you, the varsity jackets, because she liked the colors, the black and yellow for
Well,
my
look at
brother,
your hat. They are good colors. Come on.
right? So what colors did she pick out for me? Couldn't have been the Eagles. She's like, oh, I like green and white for Ricky.
Oh
So
boy.
of course I'm just impressionable. I'm like, oh, and it was a Jets coat and hat.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, I'm now a Jets fan.
Yeah.
I'm too stubborn and too stupid to change my team, so I've been a
Yeah.
Jets fan ever since.
Hey, that's the way it happens. I mean, I grew up and the entire couple block neighborhood was all Yankee fans. My dad was a Mets fan.
Yeah,
My grandfather was a Brooklyn Dodgers fan. And when they left for California, he wasn't going to like the Yankees. The
right,
Giants left for California too, the San Francisco Giants.
right.
So he was like, screw baseball. And then the Mets came around. Well, I like them.
Yeah,
And then my father grew up liking them. So I grew up liking them. So we
yeah,
have a large drought as well. But yeah, you usually follow and you stick with your team. That's the way
yeah.
it works. You don't give up on
Hey,
your team.
used to love King Kong, uh, Dave Kingman,
Oh,
Rusty
yeah.
Stubb, Tim Tuffle, all those
Yep.
guys. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
But I mean, you
But
stick with your team. That's what
yeah,
happens. It's like now the Giants. I'm rooting for that number one overall draft pick right now. That's what I'm hoping happens.
yeah,
Yeah, have the worst record in the league, please. Get us a
yeah.
number one pick.
I've been
Uh,
writing the Jets saying, "Hey, go get some of Joe Namath's DNA."
oh, God. What's so funny about your story about your mom? I have a similar one, not as heart stabbing as yours,
Yeah,
but I have
thanks.
I have a similar one. My mother's father, so my grandfather on my mother's side, was a huge Jets fan,
Okay,
huge Jets fan, and my dad was a Giants fan, so I wasn't
okay,
having any of that. And my mom bought me a Joe Namath jersey when I was
okay.
like 6, 7 years old, something
No
like that.
kidding.
And I said, I'm not, no, I can't be wearing that. What are you out of your mind? Like, like I'm
You
a
know how much
Giants
that
fan.
thing would probably be worth now?
So I said, but I was thankfully, if my dad didn't care less about football, I'd be sitting right next to you, pal. So,
I know, right?
I would have been like, yeah, the Giants, oh, Jets. Okay, let's go.
Yeah, we'd both be
It's,
crying in our beer.
oh, it's a rough one. 69 is the last, yeah. And I got a friend of mine who's a Jets fan. He's had a lot of tough years.
Yeah,
But yeah, you watch football and you watch movies, and like I said,
yeah,
Rocky, of course, whenever I put the Rocky on, again, sometimes it's kind of background. You don't sit and watch it. Every now and then I'll get caught up in it. I just sit there and they're like,
yeah,
can you open the table up? Because we have a big like banquet table that we use.
sure,
We put
sure.
all the food on. But it's all about the family and traditions, and
2 questions for you.
What's that?
When does the tree go up and the decorations go up? And when do the Christmas songs start playing in the house?
Okay, well, let me address Christmas songs real quick.
Okay.
I don't know about where you are, but Gina and I got in the car. Now today is November 7th. I got to think about this. I think it was Friday or Saturday. So it was like November 2nd or 3rd, was something like that. It had to be. It had to be. It was over the weekend. And I'm flicking around. I don't listen to the radio. Okay. I
Right.
don't. I hate the
Right.
radio. Ever since I was able to have Spotify, that's what I listen to. So I can listen to my music, no
Yep.
commercials, no crap. But I didn't have it hooked up and the radio came on. So I changed it to the classic rock station and I pressed the button and it's a Christmas song.
Oh,
I'm like, what the? Looking at the station, I'm like, what is today? Like, it's November 2nd, or whatever the heck it was. I'm like, what the hell's going on? So, the long and short of your answer, I mean, my family is usually the weekend after Thanksgiving is when they put everything up.
okay.
That's what my wife wants. As soon as that Saturday morning comes around, can you go downstairs and get the totes out of the garage?
Yeah, yeah.
Bring this up, bring that up. Now, the music, I'm not gonna lie, in the house, we don't listen to the music until Christmas week. We'll
Okay.
have it on in the background Christmas week. But in the car, I mean, you can't in the stores, you can't get away from it now.
No, you can't. I was in Lowe's in August. I'm walking, I'm like, "Are you effing kidding me right now?"
Oh my god.
I'm like, "I don't even wanna look at this," right? And I mean, come on, we're still in summer as far as I'm concerned,
That's too
but
much. Well, what about you?
we
What about your family? What's the
we when the kids were younger and still here, now they're grown up and brats and moved away, um, we, would always put up the tree on Thanksgiving night. After everybody
okay.
left, or we got back home from going to wherever we were for Thanksgiving dinner, we would come home and put up the tree. Now with Deb and I, we try to continue the celebration of putting it up Thanksgiving night and then putting on the Christmas music and watching Rocky and whatnot. And Christmas music, yeah, after the tree is up, you know.
Okay. Well, you do it after the tree is up. All right.
After,
That's
but
good.
it's not every day, it's like when we're going to listen to some music, it'll, just get festive music, get you in the mood. Um, but yeah, it's not as early as Mike, that's for sure.
Mike loves Christmas. I mean, he starts talking about it come in July.
I know, right? It's like, yo,
And
it's
that's
Fourth
hey,
of July, Mike.
but you know what? He's not a summer guy. He's not a warm weather guy. It's what he
Right.
likes. I get it. I respect it, and I
Sure.
understand it too. To be honest with you, I mean, sometimes it's like it is the best part of the year. It
Sure.
really is. Come November, December, in my opinion, it's the best part of the year. Now, I know for you, weather-wise, it may not be, but for us, weather-wise, it is, the best part of the year because it's
Okay.
not like January, February down here is going to be cold for us.
Yeah.
The night times will be low 30s, and daytimes will be like 50s, 55.
I can deal
Uh,
with that.
yeah, exactly. So I get it, I get it. Um, but it's just next thing you know, like you said, it's going to be up year round. It's
Mhm.
going to be, they're not even going to take it down.
I know. I can't.
But then again, hey, don't you do that with Rocky? Do you watch Rocky year round, or you only watch it on Thanksgiving?
All year, baby.
Exactly, exactly, exactly.
All year. I don't know. It's just I don't know. I just can't do the Christmas music. Other than you know what was it? Leon Day? Leon Day, right? You've heard of
What's that?
Leon. You've heard of Leon Day, haven't you?
Leon Day, like the name Leon?
Yeah, you've heard of Leon Day, haven't you?
No,
No?
no. I
Okay.
have no idea what you're talking about.
Seriously? Okay. So Leon Day,
Leon Day. Is it
yep.
Leon Day? Like
Leon, like
Leon,
as in
like
Thursday,
Leon Spinks.
Friday.
Okay.
This is Leon Day.
Okay, so enlighten us, please.
Okay, so so Leon Day is the exact halfway point from Christmas. It's the exact the same amount of days past Christmas to Christmas. Falls in July, June or July.
Ask. Okay, wait a minute. You lost me. Say that one more time.
Okay, so it's the midpoint from past the Christmas prior to the
Okay,
Christmas coming up. It's the midpoint
of of the year.
until Christmas of the year until Christmas. I'm not probably explaining it right.
So when is
So
that?
there's
What
so
day
there's
is that?
300. So I think it's so there's 365 days in the year. So
Yes, that's correct.
divide that in half and let's see. So Leon Day is
Well, obviously it's an odd number, so it can't be exact.
right, but it's
It's like 182 and a half. So
right. Well, it's celebrated on June 25th of every year, is what
June
it's
25th.
of what
I've
Google says.
never 47 years on 47. Listen, now I already de-aged myself 10 years. I don't even know what I'm
You're
talking
counting
about anymore.
backwards too fast. You're
Yeah,
subtracting too much.
57
So-
years on this earth. I've never heard of Leon Day.
Okay,
Why is it called
so
Leon?
turn it around
Leon. So it's Noel. Okay. Why didn't they call it Noel Day?
because I don't know. But
Leon Day.
so it's Leon Day, Noel spelled backwards. It's the midpoint.
I got to look this up. I think
So
how many bourbons
June
have you been drinking there? How many is in that glass?
so June 25th, they play Christmas music up here in New York.
Leon Day is a baseball player.
Yes, I did see that as well.
Leon Day. I got to see if this is. I've never ever heard of this
So
ever.
it says Leon Day will occur on Sunday this year, or in November, or in 2023. Leon Day will occur on Sunday.
There it is. National Leon Day is celebrated June 25th every year. In 2023, National Leon Day will occur on Sunday.
Right.
What is the meaning of Leon Day? Marks June 25th as 6 months away from Christmas. Leon is Noel spelled backwards, and is a day some crafters begin planning their homemade gifts and decorations. Well, they say you learn something new every day, don't they?
There you
There
go.
you go. For our Thanksgiving special, I learned that Leon Spinks has a day before Christmas. I don't understand what happened, but there it is.
I'm always good.
I'm gonna ask Gina when she comes home if she knows what Leon Day is.
I'm
I'm gonna
always
give her.
good for. I'm always good for a curveball, Tony. Always good for a curveball.
I don't mind the curveballs, but man, that one was. I've never ever heard. Is that new?
No, that I've known this for as long as I can remember.
Let me see. How long? How old? How old is Leon? Yeah, they brought me back to the baseball player. He's 78. So
Yeah. So Leon Day is 78 years old. I don't know. I just remember it for years and years and years.
how long have we been acknowledging Leon Day? Let's put that. There we
There
go.
you go.
Oh,
It's all in
well,
the wording.
what's that?
It's all in the wording.
No, it's not. It went back to the baseball player.
Oh, jeez.
Oh my god, that is too funny. Let's see. Okay, let's see what this is. Leon Day in 2020. Okay, we know about when it is. How do we celebrate? All right, we know that's okay. Okay, some
I'm
people actually get out the ugly sweaters. Oh, all right.
I am so shocked you've never.
I've never, ever, ever heard of it.
It marks the exact halfway point in the year to Christmas.
I just can't believe I've never heard of it.
And look,
That's amazing.
they even have things on there like pictures and stuff.
Oh my god, this is hysterical. I'm trying to see how long. Oh, here we go. History of Leon Day. Okay, handmakers. So it's unclear exactly how this day came about. It's likely that the name came from the spelling of Noel backwards, which we already know. Okay, so it doesn't tell you how long it's been going on. It has a lot to do with crafts.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, hey, all right, Leon Day. Now I got to do a post for Leon Day.
Who knew, right?
Oh my goodness, it's just so crazy on how, like you say, you learn something new every day.
Yeah.
But it's just so weird. You know, you see things on the calendar. I remember when I was younger. What's Boxing Day? You know, what's Canadian Thanksgiving? Why is it different? And all
Right.
this other stuff. I've never seen that on a calendar ever.
I don't think it's on a calendar.
Yeah,
And
never.
I saw Boxing Day on the
Yeah,
calendar. I'm like, are we supposed to be celebrating like UPS boxes or
yeah.
are we talking about boxers? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
I remember seeing it on there too, and I'm like, "What the heck is this? Like, what is it?" Crazy.
Crazy stuff. Crazy
It
stuff.
is. But that well, Boxing Day. I'll give you guys just in case anybody doesn't know. Boxing Day was when the time when the rich used to box up gifts to give to the poor, and Boxing Day was traditionally a day off for servants, a day when they received a special Christmas box from their masters. The
Hmm.
servants would also go home on Boxing Day to give Christmas boxes to their families. So there you go.
Okay.
I knew it had something to do with giving gifts, and it was because they were in a box. I didn't really know all the details about it. Obviously, I mean, I'm surprised it's even on the calendar still. Like,
I
no,
really, right? I mean, that's
I
it
mean,
kind of,
I highly doubt anybody still has servants, but maybe
yeah, right.
they might. They identify as neighbors. I don't know what whatever. Oh my lord. Anyway, so yeah, we deviated from Thanksgiving. That's for sure. Wow.
Yeah, it happens, right?
Oh, who cares? So what's the like you say? Okay, so we have Thanksgiving. All the spread is out. You get on there like in National Lampoon Christmas and say grace, and
Right?
everybody's there, and we all eat. And of course, we all retire to the couches and the sofas and the chairs and sit there and unbutton them, let that belly rest,
Put
and
on the
then you go
stretchy
back for
pants.
seconds. Then you go
Yeah.
back for seconds.
You
That
know, I'm
Go
gonna
ahead.
tell you. I, I don't know about how about you, but I I don't like turkey.
Oh, I love it.
I do
Love it.
not like a turkey made like I like uh was it cold cut turkey?
Yeah,
Turkey
like
cold
sliced
cut.
deli
Yeah.
meat.
Yeah. I like that kind of turkey. I
Oh no,
I was telling Devin like, why can't we have hot turkey sandwiches? Yeah.
well, that's what I was about to say. That's the best thing, because when I go back for seconds, I'll take one of the rolls, put some mayo on it, put some cranberry sauce on it, get a
Oh
piece of
my.
turkey, stuffing, and that's my Thanksgiving second sandwich, big thick one like that. No,
Nice.
that's the best. That's the
I
best.
I just I mean I'll have a little bit of it, but I
Yeah.
just always I've never had one that doesn't taste gamey to me. I don't know. I
Really?
don't know.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. We actually have turkeys right here by the house.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, seriously.
No
Every
kidding.
time, like when I go running my 5K route to train for the Rocky Run, which I don't really run anymore, but whatever.
Yeah.
There's two of them, and they are not nice.
No.
Just for anybody out there that has ever come across a wild turkey, they're not nice at all. The
No,
one
no.
actually, the one. This is a true story. I was driving in the car. I had Gina in the car, and one of the daughters, and I don't remember which one. And it was in front of my car. I couldn't drive past it, so I was beeping the horn to get it to move. It started pecking at the grill,
Oh my God.
and then it
Yeah.
came over by the window side. And one of these episodes, I'll have to post a video, because I told him to get out of here, and he started gobbling at me. And he's not nice, man. He's a mean guy.
Yeah. And just to think Benjamin Franklin wanted to make it our national bird.
Yeah, I'll take an eagle any day.
Yeah. I don't know. They're not the smartest.
So what's your go-to if you don't like turkey? Then what do you eat?
I do like
Everything else?
I do yeah, I do like the ham, the mashed
Okay.
potatoes. Um, I love Hawaiian rolls. You know what those are, right?
Oh yeah.
Hawaiian, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Those are I mean, those are just amazing. Cranberry sauce,
Oh yeah. Okay,
Um,
now the question goes, which cranberry sauce do you like? Do you like the natural with the cranberry pieces, or do you like
yep.
the jellied jelly like
I like
cranberry
them
sauce?
both. I like them both. Don't matter to me. Don't
I'm
matter.
thinking both. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah, and just a little bit of everything. I just try,
Yeah,
try a little bit of everything. But I wish I liked the turkey. I
yeah.
just can't. I doesn't.
So do
I
you
don't.
guys not even make a turkey then? You just make
No, we
ham?
do. We
Oh, you
do
do for everybody
every
else?
year. Yeah,
Okay.
we always have everybody here, and Deb and I'll get up and um, well, usually the night before we'll prepare the turkey and
Yeah.
put
It's
it
a
in
lot
the.
of work.
It is. It is.
A lot
I
of
always
work.
feel very a violator. I feel like when I'm reaching in the turkey and grabbing its giblets, and I'm like, sorry, man.
Not my idea, buddy.
Yeah, if it was up
That's
to me, I'd
funny.
leave you alone.
When we moved down here, we it's just us. Obviously I have no family down here.
Yeah,
Just my wife and my girls. And we went out for Thanksgiving for years
no kidding.
because yeah, well, we were like, we spend all that money and we spend most of the day prepping and then cooking and then cleaning, and we really didn't
Yep,
get to like be with each other.
sure.
So we started going out to a restaurant. For we did that for about 5 or 6 years in a
Okay,
row, and then once the girls got older, they wanted to start cooking again at home and just being at
okay.
home.
Well, I mean, I like the idea of that of going out. You don't have the leftovers.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, that's the thing. I like the leftovers for the day of, and I like the leftovers the next day.
right,
And I
right.
also like the atmosphere, like we were talking about. Rocky's on in the background, or the football
Hmm.
game's on.
Hmm.
The parade's on while you're in the morning prepping, and it's just
Right.
that whole vibe of just I'm gonna walk around in my slippers all day, and I'm not going anywhere, and
Yeah,
you know, it's just
I get it. Yeah.
the holidays and relax, and we bust our tails all year long to just enjoy our families and friends and whoever you got coming over.
That's the probably the best part about it is just getting together with the family.
Yeah,
The kids, I mean, your girls are doing their, college and whatnot, and
yeah.
my kids are, one's in North Carolina, one's 5 minutes down the road, and I never get to see them. I got to make an appointment with them, you know,
I know, I
and
know.
but at least you have them for a couple of hours to yourself,
Yeah,
and it's just
exactly,
nice. You know,
exactly.
it brings back that flood of memories of when they were little and
Yeah. Well, that's something else we do also. At one point during the day, usually probably after we're done with the first round of food, is we'll throw on the home videos of when they were little kids,
oh,
you know,
nice.
making fun of when they did this or dressed up like that, or
Yeah.
we'll torture them and show them mom and dad's wedding video, and
Ah,
just stuff like that. It's just like you said, it's cliche and it's corny, but it is all about the loved ones, whether they're
yeah,
family by blood or they're family because they're family, or they're friends that are family,
yeah,
whatever. They're loved ones, period. End of story. So it's uh
that's it.
it's a good time. It's a good time.
Yeah. I always say we have from the land of misfit toys, you know, the ones of Rudolph.
Yeah,
That's us. We just have, obviously the family come over, but we have friends that are family.
right,
That
right, exactly.
I don't say they don't have any place to go because they can go anywhere they want, but it's like
Sure.
it's just yeah, come on over,
Yeah. Well, no, like you said, friends that are family. I mean, I have three friends of mine. My one best friend, who I met when I was 10 years old. And then my other two friends I met, I was older. I was like 27 and 30. Um, but they've been friends of mine now for, 20, 30, and 40 years.
Hmm.
And they're my brothers. They're not
Yeah,
blood brothers.
yeah,
They're not, they're not brothers by marriage. They're my brothers. One of them is my older daughter's godfather. The other one is my younger daughter's godfather.
okay,
They're family.
right.
Family doesn't that's the thing that aggravates me sometimes. People, oh, well, they're not family. Family, what does that mean? Family is what you decide it is. So it doesn't
Well,
have to be blood.
like the old saying goes, you can pick your friends, and you can't pick your friends, and you can't pick your your family and you can't pick your friend's nose or something like.
Wait a minute, I got to think about it now. You can pick, you can
You can
pick
pick your family and you can pick your friends. You can't pick your family and you can't. But you can pick your friends, but you can't pick your friend's nose. I don't know. It was something from
Oh,
childhood.
God. I have no idea what happened. I'm going back on Leon Day.
Yeah,
Let's talk about that again.
that's the
Oh,
national
that's funny.
slogan for Leon Day. You can pick
Oh,
your friends,
that's hysterical.
but you can't pick your family, but you can't pick.
Well, we hope everybody has a good Thanksgiving tomorrow. Don't pick your friend's nose. Don't worry that you
Or,
missed Leon Day 5 months ago, but enjoy yourself. Have a
yes,
good time. Eat. Don't worry about dieting. Put Rocky on. Put
yes,
Planes, Trains, and Automobiles on. Put Charlie Brown on.
yes.
The parade, whatever it is you do. And I would like to hear that. Hopefully, you guys are commenting in the chat there.
Yeah, we'd
Some
like to
little
hear more from you,
traditions. Yeah, well, we say that all the time. Nobody listens.
but it helps us. It helps
I'm
us
starting,
help you.
I'm starting to think we're the only ones that listen to each other. Maybe we should start not even recording anymore. Just talk to each other and then call it a night.
I know. What was
But
that
yeah,
show? Help me, help you.
it's right. Help me help you. Yeah, with Jerry Maguire. Remember Tom
Yeah,
Cruise?
yep,
Help
that's it.
me help you.
Yeah,
Remember he made fun of him. Help me help you.
yeah. So we can only get better if you give us constructive criticism.
Constructive criticism. That's
Yeah,
all.
please don't tear me down.
Yeah, you could say I suck. I don't care.
Yeah.
But anyway, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Thank
Yes.
you for supporting us
Enjoy.
for it's been going on a long time now. So
Yeah.
it's good. It's fun. We're glad we're doing it. You have a good Thanksgiving, my brother.
You too.
Tell
You
Deb the
too.
same. And
And Julie and the kid and the girls.
I will. And we'll see everybody next week.
You got it.
All right.
Happy
Have a good one.
Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving. Yeah, we'll put that up there. There you go.
There it is.
Happy Thanksgiving. There it is. Happy